faithful, loyal YouTube subscribers. Today it is Sunday. It is August 11th. I said I was going to come back and do a video about Joel Epstein. And here's the video because y'all know that man did not commit suicide. Well, let's just say that if he did kill himself at his own hands, he had a little assistance. Some guards were paid some dollar bills, y'all, to sit at their desk while he do the dirt. Either he did it himself or somebody helped him achieve that goal. But anyway it went, they silenced his ass. There's a very good article, and I'm going to post a link about Joel Epstein in I just pulled it up and I was reading. It's really good. It goes back years, back to the 80s, and it talks about him. It's the Washington Post, and it's called Final Evasion. For 30 years, prosecutors and victims tried to hold Jeffrey Epstein to account. At every turn, he slipped away. This man has been a criminal his entire life. You all need to read that report. How he rounded up all these millions of dollars and met influential people along the way. He was never an honest person, ever. And people that he did business with one guy served as much as 18 years in prison, dating back to the 80s. It's a very good article in the Washington Post. Read it. What's his name? Joel Epstein? Jeffrey Epstein. He just met some very influential people. And over the years, because he had money, he was a good con artist. He was a very good con artist, what he did. And along the way, let's just keep it real, he met other sexual predators like himself, and he had secrets. Secrets, they knew they had birds of a feather flock together. That's a very true statement. And I'm going to tell you what, I've met guys over the years, and they'll start telling me stuff about them that I don't like. Their sexual habits or something they're into, and I'll distance myself from that person. Because I'm not into that. My moral compass will not allow me to even be around that individual. But Jeffrey Epstein was surrounded by people who were more than likely just like him, sexual predators. We know that men and women like younger people, especially for sex. That's unfortunately, but then some of them take it too far and go after underage teenagers like Jeffrey Epstein was doing and other people, and they become pedophiles. R. Kelly. There's a difference between being sexually attracted to a youthful person in their 20s and 30s versus someone who's under the tender age of 18 or 17. This has been going on for years. How old was Elvis when he married that girl he married? How old was he? How old was she? Okay, so this is not nothing new. But sexual predators, but he only married that one woman, was with her for years. I remember, what is her damn name? But anyway, I'm old, y'all, I forget. I guess I could Google it real quick, but it ain't that important. But one little side note. I just got off the phone with Earl. We were talking, and we were having this conversation. And out of the blue, Earl asked me, "Are you HIV positive?" I said, "Where did this come from?" I said, "Earl, if I was HIV positive, you would know I was HIV positive. You'd be the first nigga I told." Well, actually, the first thing I told would be my mama. Then I'd tell you. I said, "Why do you think I would keep something like that a secret from you and anybody else?" I'm like, where the hell is this question coming from? I said, okay, because we were having this conversation. To me, it just kind of came out the blue. Are you positive? And it's funny, because Earl was here a night ago, and I saw him, I had this dental work done, right? And he gave me all these pain pills, and they gave me 2 different pain pills, an antibiotic, and I had to renew my Ambien sleeping pills. So I picked up all these medicines, and I also picked up, while I was there, I picked up my 90-day supply of blood pressure, because I had all these medicines sitting on the cabinet, on the counter in my bathroom, and I just took my bed and just set them there, because I was tired out and was like putting them up. And so he saw this medicine there, and I saw him looking at the medicine. I'm laying in bed, right? He's there looking at the medicine. But then he picked up the other one. I'm like, and I'm kind of laughing and chuckling to myself. And I tell him looking at that damn medicine. I'm like, what is he reading that medicine for? Maybe, and in my mind, I was thinking, maybe he wanted to know what kind of pain pills they gave me. They gave me some hydrocodone and 800 milligram Tylenol. Well, they gave me 2 different pain pills. And pain pills work too. But my mouth is still kind of, you can't see it, but it's still covered up. Anyway, so he asked me, are you HIV positive? And I'm like, Earl, where in the hell is this question coming from? No, I'm not positive. Yo, if I was HIV positive, I would have been told everybody on you. I don't see any reason for anybody to really keep something like that. It's really, I would not keep it a secret because, if first off, as I told Earl, if I was HIV positive, I would be making collect phone calls to you. And you'd have to answer the phone. Because I'd be in jail for killing a motherfucker, and I'm dead ass serious. A nigga would be dead. And I'd be in jail, plotting and planning my escape. First I got to catch my ass, I'm gonna run for a little bit. So, but anyway, where the hell did this question come from? I said, in the 23 years that you've known me, 23 years, you would think that you would know me well enough to know that if I was HIV positive, I would have told you the fucking truth. And I'd have told my mama, and I even would have told my YouTube subscribers, what are they to be ashamed of? Because obviously something had went awry. And I'd be telling y'all as I'm running up the highway, let me tell y'all what happened. I'd be driving that car on down the highway trying to get down to Florida. I'd get to going through Texas to get to Mexico. And, please. I'm like, okay, where this question comes from? It's a lock and cranberry. I'm still kind of chuckling because in my mind I see him looking at the prescription medications in there. Bunch of pain pills, some damn blood pressure pills. But anyway, back to Jeffrey Epstein. I thought that was funny. But I just hung up the phone with Earl. But y'all know, I don't believe in conspiracy theories at all. But I do believe that Jeffrey Epstein had enough cash and money. He had met enough people, well-known individuals. This private island that he had, he was already a devious demon. Read that article in the Post. This was not a good man who we're going to run awry. He was a bad soul to begin with. He was a horrible person from day one. He was a terrible person with no moral compass. A terrible, terrible, terrible motherfucker. And I'm glad he gone. I don't give a, now they can liquidate his assets and go after getting the money to his victims. I mean, he's dead. He's 66 years of age. This has been going on for a long time. This man has been harming and hurting people for decades. Not just sexually. He cheated all these investors out of their life savings. Stole the money. Because he knew influential people, he was a good con artist, manipulator. Another Bernie Madoff. That's one thing about having the right color skin. You can go a long way as a con artist and get away with it because you look the color of your skin. They stopped my ass at the door. Okay, nigga, have a seat. We know this shit ain't no damn good. But he was able to go a long way and harm an awful lot of people. Let's just keep it real. It was because he was a white guy. And he had the impression he had money. Money he stole from victims. And used it to rape young women. So, I don't think his suicide, let me just state this, like I said at the beginning of this video, he either had some help, or he did it himself. But that suicide watch, and these guards supposed to check him every 30 minutes, so all that was paused to give him just enough time to hang himself. Or somebody went in there and hung him for him. Whatever it was, they were going to silence his ass. Now, supposedly there are other people who were involved in his criminal activity. But we shall see. If anything comes of this. I doubt it, but we'll see. But he's dead. And I don't think, like I said, either he did it himself. He had somebody. When I was in prison, you often have to remember I served some time back in the early 90s. When I was about 20, 21 years of age. When I was in prison, I knew then you can get whatever you wanted. They didn't have cell phones back then like they do now. Even cell phones are still getting into the prison system. But at that time, I was dating this guy named Murphy. Believe it or not, I found Murphy's Facebook page a few days ago. I just was looking, I see Murphy guy. And there he was smiling with some woman. I was like, oh, I ain't gonna say how I look. I said, whoa, let it go. I did not send him a friend request. Hell no. I couldn't believe my eyeballs. He's standing up there with this woman. And they taking a picture. Anyway. But Murphy and I, back when I was in prison, he used to get Magnum condoms from a guard. Now, one thing I will say about Murphy, but even back then, he was very concerned about HIV and AIDS. He said, man, don't you ever have sex with nobody. And we use condoms. Because he was getting them from the guard. And I don't know how he was paying for it. Murphy, I don't know what he was doing. I was very young. Murphy had been serving time for a minute, but Murphy was getting condoms into that prison system from the guards. That I do know. So you get anything, but it wasn't just condoms in the prison. It was all kinds of shit. There were pills and drugs and all kinds of stuff. Knives and, it was a lot of shit in the prison system that I saw with my own two eyeballs that prisoners should not have access to, but they did. So, in New York, I could imagine them guards out there, wherever he was staying at, probably for the right payment, maybe a couple grand, to a couple of right guards that night. I bet you they're all planning trips to Punta Cana right about now. We taking us vacation now. We finally got it. Honey, we taking that vacation. Baby, we taking a vacation. I think we're going over to the Honda dealership looking at some new Honda Civics. We finally get that Honda Civic we want. Baby, I thought you said we couldn't afford that Honda Civic. You didn't have the money for the down payment. We got it now. They might have got more than a Honda Civic. They might be over at the Mercedes-Benz dealership if they played their cards right. We like the S-Class. We're going to pay cash. Y'all better pay attention. See, I ain't stupid over here. I don't necessarily believe in conspiracy theories, but I do believe he had to be silenced. That much I know for sure. That man knew a lot of information, not just about his escapades with the children, but financial matters and even just the fact that people knew him and now his dirt was exposed, presented a problem to certain people. Donald Trump. Remember those pictures floating around of Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein together at a party dancing? It's a video of them dancing, partying, something. He said he didn't have. They fell out years ago. Yeah, all right, okay. But yeah, he's dead and gone. And they said they still may be able to liquidate his assets, which he has millions of dollars that he stole from other people. And he's the con artist on a massive level. He hurt a lot of people. Some people deserve, if there was a hell that existed, that motherfucker need to be on the elevator there right now. Or there, screaming. But we know hell don't exist, and neither does heaven. So he's just dead and gone. That's the end of that for him. His journey on earth is over. He had a little help though, getting that journey for that journey to come to an end. You better believe that, because New York, like I said, he had it coming though. He was just a horrible person. I was reading that article and it was disgusting the type of person he was. To just steal people's money and harm innocent people without any regard to their well-being. Read the article. I'm going to post the link to the article. I think it's very important to take a look at that. And sometimes, people are going to have to learn. If you have a large sum of money that you're using for retirement, I strongly suggest that you just put it in your bank account and put it there and leave it alone. Some people try to invest in other things to try to get a return on their money. Best your money be there. I'd rather my money just sit in a damn bank than somebody steal it. You got some people out here just stealing money. from people who've worked all their lives for this money, their savings, for its retirement, whatever, and these motherfuckers steal every dime. You got some devious ass people out here. Devious motherfuckers. No good motherfuckers. No good. I just told you I'm on the phone. But anyway, I would love to hear you all's comments and thoughts about that about Mr. Epstein. You think he just up and killed himself? What happened to the guards? Why were they not there? He had already tried suicide once before and failed. He was successful. But here's the funny part. I knew he was going to trial. I knew he was going to commit suicide. And I also think R. Kelly going to end up killing himself too. Yep. I'm just waiting for the news now. So R. Kelly hung himself or R. Kelly harmed himself. We will see. Because when you go from living a luxurious lifestyle like R. Kelly and Jeffrey Epstein lived, I mean, private airplanes and jets and flying all over the place. And they said he never wore the same shirt twice. Now you sit up there in an orange jumpsuit that you wear every day. You have to wear that for a week before they swap it out. If they gave him that, sitting behind them bars, if you ever served time in jail, it can be an awful experience. Sitting up in that room all day, in bars, and you cannot leave when you want to leave. That you're stuck in there. So at this point in the game, he knew he wasn't going to get out ever again. I don't even think they were going to give him a bond. After they found that fake passport and all this other stuff, and the truth was going to come out who he really was. That he did a very good job of masquerading as if he was a businessman when he was just a thief and a crook who swindled people out of hundreds of millions of dollars. Just a bad soul. An awful person. He won't be missed. But anyway, I look forward to reading you all's comments on what you think. Everybody's got an opinion about that. And like I said, I'm not conspiracy theories, but I have a strong feeling he had a little assistance in hanging himself Friday night. He had a little help. But the Friday night, so whatever night it was, you better believe there are some guards someplace buying some brand new couches at Rooms to Go and repainting their homes. That they were paid quite well to turn their head the other way. And if I had been a guard, I did the same damn thing. How much is that? I'd take $50K in cash. When he gonna do it? I don't even know when. No, don't tell me. I just gonna go take a long shit. But like I say, he won't be missed. He was an awful person. And they're gonna liquidate his assets. And hopefully those victims will be repaid or paid something for what they went through from dealing with that sexual predator. Anyway, today is Sunday, August 11th, the year 2019. I'm out. I look forward to reading y'all's comment. I'm going to post a link to that New York Post article. I really want you all to read that article. It's very good. It gives you a better insight as to what type of person he really was. Anyway, I'm out of here and enjoy the rest of your Sunday.